Well, hello and happy weekend, everybody. My name is La
Wherever in this world
Vida
I roam,
Ritual. Oh,
I
it's
carry
Ethan.
memories of my home.
Ethan
This
Trumps
blade,
Games.
it
And
is the
Mr.
last
Ethan
link I
Gaming
have to the
UK,
land of my
my
birth.
personal account. Welcome back. Hope you got your password situation sorted. Poor guy. Was that on your PlayStation? We're gonna relax here this weekend. Sorry, I've been so busy. Thank you for posting that on Discord. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna relax a little bit and start some Genshin Impact. This a few days ago, we played the main Archon quest, the God quest, and we found out that our girl Furina here is not an Archon anymore. She has lost her God status, and he's given it to Nouvelette. He is now the Dragon God of Fontaine. He lost his Gnosis. So he gave it up because it was evil, apparently. That's crazy. So we're going to play little Furina's. She's no longer, I mean, that's a bit of a spoiler, but, you know, whatever. She's no longer, for those who haven't played it, where is my girl Furina? She is no longer, she's up here, that's where she is. She is no longer the Hydro God. Just gonna leave it. So we're gonna learn more about her. I think she wants to become an actor or something like that. Or she doesn't, or somebody wants her to act in a play, but first I'm gonna fight a boss here, because I have a little bit of resin to spend, so we're gonna do it. Alrighty. Let's go like this, and then let's go like this.
Let's get this show on the road.
Let's get this show on the road. And we're gonna go like this, and this, and this. Don't die, please. Don't die, please. Don't die, please. This is kind of a fun party, I have to say.
One with nature.
I should maybe be using a shield, though. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! 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 Woo-hoo-hoo!
Allow me.
Here comes the finale. I like Lenny. He's actually really fun to play, I think. He's a bit Ganyu-like, obviously. And then we're gonna go like this.
Adorn my night.
And we're gonna go like this. And we're gonna go like this. And disappear. Lenny's fun, dude. I haven't even... WD-40 on pizza! Oh man, that sounds like poison pizza. How are you, Nicole? Nice to see you. Lenny's fun. Lenny's fun to use. So yeah, this guy's a magician, as you can see. The only thing I feel like I maybe should use with Lenny is like a shield unit, and it would be pretty cool if I had a pyro shield unit, like Toma. But I haven't upgraded him yet, so Lenny's a cool unit. But anyway, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get friendship experience with this team, and then we're gonna level up. Your friends were trying to help me, but I was getting stressed and putting on a show saying I was a bad person for not helping me out. I was too stressed. Oh, so you were getting a bit stressed out, and it's no fun. I'm sorry to hear that. Poor guy. Element 115 on pizza. Oh, what's element 115? I'm a science teacher, but I haven't memorized the periodic table. Is that like plutonium or something like that? Lead? No. Haven't memorized the periodic table. Yeah, Lenny's cool. We also can upgrade Riesli up to level. This guy's gonna be a really good character once I get his talents up. We're gonna get him up to level 90, which is max at the moment. This is gonna cost a lot of money though. 120,000 Mora just to upgrade him to 81, or to allow
I
it.
like signs of strength and hope. They give me reassurance that tomorrow will be better than today. This isn't to be pessimistic, but it's impossible for the present to be without its doubts and troubles. That's just the truth. Come hell or high water, if nothing else, then at least we'll be able to figure it out together, right?
They have new dialogue when you level them up like this, which is cool. And then let's check out all of the dialogue options. Happy weekend, Nicole! It's the element that turns people in the lore into zombers. Oh no! Zomber pizza! Call of Duty Zombies. Oh yeah, did you play the new Call of Duty? How is it? Modern Warfare, right? Alright. My buddy wants me to get him. My buddy that lives in Raita, that lives in Finland, wants me to buy him American Monster so that I can get him a code for more experience or something in Call of Duty. I need to get him a 6-pack of Monster or something before I leave. I should. But I haven't gone to the store for a while, so. Alright, watch how much more of this costs. Sheesh! 687,000 Mora! Oh, man, it's a ripoff. Freaking Genshin, man. The ripoff. But he's up to level 90 now. And his artifacts. So let's take a look at his build now. I haven't gotten his talents upgraded, but this is going to be my basic Bish Riesli. Crit rate of 33 to 170. That crit rate will go up when he's in combat because he has an artifact set that lets his crit rate improve once he loses HP or gains it. So that's going to be improving. That's a very good. And he has high attack power. He's going to have decent HP, almost 20,000, a little higher than 20,000 HP. This is going to be a good unit. How much? And he has 46% cryo improvement. And how much is the energy recharge? 165. Not bad. Not bad. I think we're going to have a pretty tanky Riesli. You play Black Ops 1 and 2, right? I think you told me that before. Cool. The OGs. The OGs. Nicole. The OGs. Thanks for the like, by the way. Okay. Cool. So he's going to be really strong. My new Valette is built as well. Look at that. 121.2, 196. That's very nice. He does not have as much energy recharge, though. So we're probably going to want to use another Hydro unit on the team. This statistic here is just how often they can use their elemental burst. And you want that pretty high. So, in order to improve that, we'll probably have to use 2 Hydro units on the same team with him. Or switch a weapon, but I don't really want to switch a weapon. I like 21, 196. That's very nice. That's very nice. Yeah. Okay, let's start the Furina quest. I think our battle pass is already filled up for the week. So we are good with that. Alright. Watching Arthur Christmas. Arthur Christmas! Is that the cartoon show Arthur, or there must be something different about that? All right, let's go find Furina. She's no longer the Hydro Archon anymore.
What's the hurry?
She's still powerful though, but she's no longer the Hydro Archon. Let's find out how this story goes. I think they want her to be an actor in a play, but I don't know if she wants to be in the play or not. I don't know. She likes drama.
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives here?
I think they want to make her. I'm not really sure.
Not that
I have
there's
no idea
anything
where
wrong
this is
with
gonna
this
go.
place. It's just
Step down from the
bit of a
palace.
Step down from the Palais Marmonia.
Yeah.
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't an earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Ah!
Whoa.
Okay, when did Poppy Gun and Thin Air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags.
Oh, is
I
she
used
nice
to
now?
have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
I love her voice actor. It's very good. Don't you get sick of macaroni?
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
Boy, that's rude, Paimon. What's wrong with macaroni? Not everybody's rich, okay? Jeez. Is it because you have to do your own cooking?
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity! It's not like I have a
You have a
very
certain
eventful
song
life
while
these
going to
days.
bed?
Actually, I barely leave the house.
What song is
So
that?
I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too.
Besides,
Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like La Lettre Fossilor or Blubber Profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
she
There
doesn't.
it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace.
It's Oogle.
Let
No,
me
it's
first be
Ogle.
clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoot!
Sorry. We're sorry. Please don't be mad.
Yeah, Paimon. Be nice.
Yeah, exactly. What the traveler said. Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec. You weren't exactly holding back either.
We're actually asking for your help.
My help?
It's called Carrion by Kevin Sherwood. I don't know if I've ever heard of it.
Maybe
I'll have to
you're forgetting
pop it
that
in my
I'm
browser.
No longer the mighty
Or look it up on my
Hydro
Discord.
Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Don't worry. It's nothing that serious.
You don't have a vision?
Very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
You're the only one for the job. Help me, Furina One Kenobi. You're our only hope.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now.
I love the
So
music
tell
in
me.
this game.
What specifically makes this matter so specific?
Acting. You tell Furina about the troop's plan for its final performance.
I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the
Carrion. I
various
did not know
performing
this.
arts.
song.
A mere musical is well within my capabilities.
Anik, what up?
But given the present circumstances,
She's no longer the
I'm
god.
afraid I must
Did you play the-
regretfully decline your casting request.
Oh, come on. I want you to be my actress. My star actress. Mic is off, can't hear you. That's not true, you silly. Hey, Anik, did you play the Archon quest yet? It's crazy. It's crazy. She's no longer a god anymore. She says she doesn't even have a vision. What the heck? There's one around your neck, though, isn't it? Isn't that a Hydro? Oh, no, those are her friends, probably. Craboletta and stuff.
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a
Chaos,
decision
chaos.
to retire from the stage.
Happy weekend, everybody. I'm leaving on Wednesday for 12 days. I will miss you guys and girls, but I'm going to go see my dad. He lives a long way away. He lives nearby Mr. Krabs more than me.
Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent in
Your phone
being
doesn't
that
have enough
character
storage.
has left an indelible mark
No.
on me.
No. No, you're poor. Oh, that's right. You're a mobile player. Oh, God, this game does cost a lot of gigs.
Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was.
Are you out of here, Nicole? I hope you have a good weekend. Thanks for coming to the stream. Or maybe you're singing a song. I don't know.
Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention
I
of
got C1
reinventing
Furina,
myself all over
Anik,
again.
and she's awesome. She's so good.
But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
How much are you going to pay her? She needs some money for macaroni.
Whether it's a
go
one-off or
C1.
not,
Yes.
it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself. which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place.
Yeah, I got C0 on my first 10 pull. Then I got a Jean. Then I was like, oh, I don't know. Should I pull for her again? Because I had like, I don't know, a few wishes left. I'm like, should I try for C1? And then Krabs was like, let's do it. And I was like, yeah. And then I got her in another 10 pull in the very beginning. So 90 wishes, 3 5-star. Very good. Very lucky. Very, very lucky.
So I'm not going to perform. And that is that.
Very lucky.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troop? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare.
Paimon, you play the actor.
Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short and to the point, okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with
sounds like my
probably
life.
couldn't wait to get rid of me.
Also sounds like my life.
Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face.
The
like
Archon
the
quest
last
is
thing I've
crazy, Anik. It's very good. It's long, though. It's like 4 hours long. Christ. It's good, though. What's wrong with one exception? Come on, you're the perfect actor.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I drew a line in the sand without thinking about every possible grain on the other side.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear?
She
You're
angry
barking up
now.
the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would.
Okay, okay. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Leave her alone.
Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything.
All right, let's go plan B then.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now.
See you around.
Toodaloo to you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
I finished Hotline Miami. Oh, that game's great. I haven't played the sequel yet, Jolly, but I will. I heard it's even harder. Happy weekend, Jolly! Happy weekend, Jolly! I haven't played the sequel yet, but I will. That's such a fun game. Actually, thank you for reminding me. I totally want to play that. Maybe when I'm done with Doom 2, I'll play Hotline Miami. Woo! Can the next stream be about Black Ops Zombies? Maybe Shadows of Evil? You know what? I've never played any Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. Or any Call of Duty Zombies on stream. I don't usually do first-person shooters, but I have been playing Doom, and I really like it.
I didn't know you were such a...
So you never know in the future, but I don't think I'm gonna be playing Call of Duty anytime soon. But who knows? You know, who knows? I'll never say never, but I'll never say never. But maybe I think I'll probably get the new Call of Duty when it goes on PS Plus or if it's on a deep sale. But I'm not like the hugest COD fan.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Furina's decision.
I've played the campaigns for the
Performing brings up
PlayStation
too
Plus
many
game.
painful memories now.
Oh, sorry, Furina. I mean, sorry, buddy. No actor for you.
Huh?
Yeah.
What's going on? Are they arguing?
I bought 1 and 2 a couple of years ago. Oh, nice, Joe. They're on PS Plus right now, but by the way, PS Plus Extra, or maybe it's Premium. Honestly, I don't even know.
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent?
Oh,
When did I tell you I'm
drama.
going to take a step back?
Drama.
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now?
Drama.
We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
Oh.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Oh, drama.
Shortly after you left, the troop's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Doom Eternal. Yeah, I never finished Doom Eternal, but that's because Mama Vita was in a car accident, I think, and I don't really want to go back to it. Is that weird? Is that strange?
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding.
I don't know.
So, how did your conversation with Furina go?
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all.
hyper death. Nice song lyric. Hey man, it's fine. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate the understanding. I wouldn't be very good at it anyway. I think perhaps Jolly and I will play some Call of Duty sometime together. He's my mod and an old school subscriber of mine for a few years now. One day Jolly and I will get on the sticks and he can teach me the ways of zombie hunting. But that day is not today. Today we fight.
You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Oh, right. Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
You will teach me in the chat how to zomber. That's very nice of you. Yes, my brother, I was streaming the last time I played Doom Eternal. My brother came in and told me Mom got hit by a car. It was a really bad accident, and I've never played it since. It was a bad day. Okay. Everything worked itself out, only to find out she's no longer needed. Yikes.
Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
I mean, I don't know, maybe.
Only joking. Calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh? Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still
No, there's
working our
there's more
brains for
drama
our
that's gonna
visible
happen.
back here.
There's more drama that's gonna happen.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore.
Thank you
You've made yourself very
for
clear.
your kind words,
so I'll
Anik.
stop
I
looking for a
appreciate that.
replacement.
I appreciate your kind words. John Pork. That was a long time ago. How long ago was it? Last year, for sure. Or 2 years ago, even, maybe. Yeah, ages ago.
This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly.
That's good.
I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell. Every one of us thinks of this.
I hope she
troupe as
doesn't
their
die
home,
when she's like
herself
performing or
included.
something. Maybe she will, and then Furina's gonna come up and save the production or something. Wouldn't that be sad? I'm excited. I haven't seen my dad since the funeral. So I'm gonna go visit my dad for Thanksgiving. Like I said, I will miss you guys, but you get a break from annoying Vita. I might I might try to do a music stream or record a music video for you guys, though. A Happy Holidays music video or something. It's too bad. You know what I did every Thanksgiving? I usually stream Binding of Isaac. It's funny, but it was kind of my tradition, but
You're right.
oh
I'm
well.
sorry.
I'll have to wait.
I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
Yeah. Wait a second.
Sure.
Can hear my brother singing outside. No full auto in the building.
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list.
We got a creeper. We got a creeper. We got an eavesdropper.
All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me. Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation
June of
just
2021.
now.
Yeah. That was a really sad moment. Man. Can you imagine? You have stage 4 lung cancer and some asshole smashes into you. They ran a red light and smashed right into her driver's side door. I thought she was going to die. Ooh, some people have bad luck. I mean, that was heartbreaking, honestly. That was so sad. I wanted to sue the shit out of, excuse my language, I wanted to sue the crap out of that guy, but apparently he was broke. Still rich enough to have a fancy car, though. But we hired a private investigator, and we found out the guy had, like, no money at all, so it wouldn't have helped. We got an insurance check, but it wasn't worth all the bull crap we had to do to get it. Ugh.
Furina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
Some people are jerks. I think he got arrested, but still.
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's all. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things. And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
Why didn't you just show yourself?
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a school counselor. No,
I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me. But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Seems like it.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Furina star in our
Maybe
show?
she's gonna be in it somehow.
There's no need to think like that.
She's gonna be
And
in
no
it.
need to keep addressing me as
Your
lady.
friend Mike is missing.
Just Furina.
Mike is missing, not Mike. Not Mike. Rip and chat for Mike. He shall be found. Mike check 1212. Nicole, Holly in the chat looking for 1-2. Find that Mike.
I was wondering,
Mike.
if this troop is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband?
I think probably money, or because the girl has an illness. I don't know.
If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance.
I think it's because the leading lady is sick.
Everyone seems so devoted to the troop. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control.
It's true.
Everything's been going downhill
It's true.
ever since we lost our director.
Oh.
She was the heart and soul of our troupe.
Oh, she's
She
gonna
kept
be a
us going.
director. She hella is.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in this serial disappearances case.
Yikes.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice.
Damn right. In Hotline Miami, there's a character that's 2 characters, one melee and one ranged. Oh, cool. I gotta play that game. Maybe when I'm done with Doom 2. I heard it's really hard, though.
But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Furina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater.
Vita's a crybaby. I actually kind of am. Yeah. I always have been a little bit of a, I don't know. I think it's my mother, from my mother's side. I am a bit of an emotional basket case. It's true. I'm not ashamed of it, mind you. But I always have been quite emotional. Not sure why. Brain chemistry, perhaps, or maybe how my parents raised me. But I'm a rather sensitive dude. It's pretty weird, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna change it.
She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us.
Okay, that's sad.
People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
I'm melting.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best. It's agonizing. But ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms.
She's gonna be the director, isn't she?
Watch all our dreams
Furina's got a
dust.
new purpose, isn't she?
Oh.
That is sad.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken.
Sounds fun. Sounds fun, Jolly. One melee and one ranged. It's fun. Healing isn't as rewarding as the hurting. Well, that's deep. What does that mean, I wonder? Healing isn't as rewarding as the hurting. As rewarding? I've never heard that quote before. Sounds like a song lyric. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain.
I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Team Fortress 2. Oh, Poggers. I have lots of subs who like that game, especially Peter. Peter loves Team Fortress 2.
Well, good thing I followed the Traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by
STF2
and do
stands for
nothing.
something else. I don't know.
Furina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some
Let's
artistic guidance from the
go!
vantage point of a highly experienced audience member.
Let's go!
But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, they're gonna say yes.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a
You
problem?
want the former god princess to work for free? I think she'll be okay with that.
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability.
Guilty!
but
I want to play Phoenix Wright. I was gonna stream Phoenix Wright yesterday, but then I went back and looked at my old streams and I beat all the games. I beat them! Taquito Frito 2? Is that a name, Jolly? Taquito Frito? Little taco? Little fried taco is what that means. Little fried taco 2.
What about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them?
Sounds like a rap name.
Yo, what up, boys? Me llamo el Taquito Frito 2. Y aquí estoy. I'm here to give you some vida raps. Ahora dale, sin hielo, hasta que se rompa el suelo. Ah, dale, sin miedo. Ah, cha, ah, ra, ca, ca.
Taquito Frito 2. What a name.
An interesting answer. But if you ask me, take par exemple how this
Par
trip finds
exemple.
their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before. And so I should like to observe.
She took the job.
Dramatic monologues then, huh?
Okay, bye, Mom.
You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearl for swine.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Absolutely. Yes.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as of course we all are. Alright, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's
What
a
up,
little
stream?
on the
My name
smaller
is
side.
Taquito Frito Dose. And I'm gonna give you a dose. Rapping on the side. Yo. Everybody, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Taquito Frito in the house. 1, 2, numero dos.
Paimon final boss, maybe. She does have the job. She's going to be a consultant. A theater consultant. Time for rehearsals. But first, let's spend some of this resin. The battle pass is already filled up for the week. Because it's the end of the week. But who do we want to... Check out this build. Check out these two builds, Jolly. I haven't built Furina yet because she just came out. But I just finished my build for Riesli. Check out this build. Ba-bam! 133, 170, 165 ER. I mean, it's not God tier, but it's not bad. And then you get the hydro damage, and then look at this puppy. Ba-bam! 21, 196. And that crit rate is going to be higher because I have the Manchuress Hunter set, or whatever it is. Whenever you take damage and heal, that crit rate goes up. Yeah. Ba-bam! Yeah. Lenny's just meh. This one is my worst build. But at least he crits all the time, which is good. Like, pretty much all the time. Yeah. And I'm working on Jean. Because her full party healing works perfect with Furina. So I'm still working on her. Gotta upgrade these artifacts. Gotta grind. No! Defense 11%. No! That's terrible. I'm crying. Artifacts in Genshin suck. No, I'm crying. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. She's a support unit, so she doesn't have to have the craziest stats, but still, it's big sad. It's big sad. Okay, who do we want to farm for? Furina. Let's fight the new boss. Let's fight the new boss. It just came out. Where is she? Where is this new boss? Hydro Tulpa. Oh, down here. Oh. I wonder if it's immune to hydro damage. Because it looks like a water boss.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
I wonder if it's immune to hydro damage. Maybe we should play Linny. My Linny is very squishy without a shield, but he does mad damage. And I haven't even upgraded his talents yet. Or maybe we'll play old school. Play some Tainari. Wanderer. Now let's try out Linny. I'm a little worried with this party though that I'm gonna get molly-whopped by like one attack. I kinda wanna put a shield in, but that's gonna lower damage. If I lose any of these characters, damage is gonna be decreased significantly. Let's give it a shot. I kinda wanna replace Zhongling with a shielder. But that would lower Linny's damage quite a bit. So we'll see. We'll see.
Wind Strider!
Where are you going? Oh, ow. Ow. Stop it. Now you can see why I want my shield, right?
Step right up. A round of applause.
A round of applause. Ah. Oh, right. I gotta kill these bastards.
One with nature. Time to go.
Ugh, hurry up. Ow.
Into the wind.
This is a hard boss. I don't like him.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Ow. I can't do this without a shield. Ow, stop. Are you immune to Hydra? Frick. You are. I can still heal. Ow.
Allow me.
Now disappear.
Get him, Zhongling. Get him, Zhongling. Get him.
Time to go. Here comes the finale.
Here comes the finale. His damage is very good, though.
And voila!
Ooh, voila.
Hold the line.
The wind knows me.
His damage is really good, though. Whoa, don't hit me. Ow. Bye-bye. That was cool. That was a fun boss, but you can see my issue here. With this build, our damage is really good, but like really good. But if Lenny gets interrupted, we got problems. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Rest and reboot.
I don't know. Okay, we're gonna swap back over. That's a cool boss, though. I like that. And then we're gonna collect with you for friendship experience. Let's see what artifact we got. Icky, icky. Not very good. We're gonna mark it for use in, for upgrading. Not very good. And speaking of upgrading, now we can get a free wish, I think. Or maybe not a free wish. But Ascension. Crit rate is her stat. Very nice. Would rather have crit damage, but it's okay. No, actually, crit rate's pretty good
my
for her.
own hard work is truly fulfilling. Thanks for your support.
You're welcome. Level 50. Paimon final boss, probably. She has not very good artifacts on her, but they'll be okay. They should work out decently. Let's take a look what her... I've been farming this set for a while, so at least we have some decent ones. They're probably not great. Let's see what we have for artifacts. Crit damage goblet with 2 defense and an HP stat. The HP is good and the crit rate is good, but the defense is not very good. So we basically have a 50-50 chance of this being a good or a bad artifact. It's a bit sketchy. This one's very good. Hydro damage, HP, crit damage, and EM. That's good. HP Sands with 2 out of 3 good stats. Okay. 3 for 3 on our feather. That's our best artifact so far. And a very good flower as well. Okay. So if we get... Basically, it's about a 50-50 chance that this is going to be a really well-built character. I mean, a really well-built character. And we're using Festering Desire because I'm an old-school player who has who played when 1.0 came out. This is one of her best weapons because of the increased elemental skill damage and crit rate. Okay, cool. Cool. That's an interesting boss. Kind of fun. Alright, it's time for rehearsals. I wonder what we're going to do in this quest. Are we going to help out with the play? I don't know. Let's find out. Hotline Miami 2. Good luck, Jolly. The game, I've heard it's brutally difficult. The first game is already super hard. Cole, you remember Cole from the fighting games that we played together? He said Hotline Miami 2 is tough. Tough. Enter the rehearsal location. Never been in here before. Don't think they let us in this building before. Yeah. Cool music.
Huh? Lady Furina?
What's Lady Furina doing here?
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Furina will be supporting our production
Miss
of The Little
Furina.
Ocean in the role of artistic consultant.
The Little
These two over
Oceanid.
here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly
Disney
reached out to
ripoff.
Miss Furina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction.
Rip off Little Mermaid.
You bet. That was the trial of the century.
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
So, you were saying The Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
It's very lovely music.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Really lovely music. Is that oboe or clarinet? I can't tell. Sounds like clarinet, maybe. Finding an actress was the least of your problems.
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family.
Little Mermaid
She
ripoff.
longed to live just like any
Yeah,
other human.
it totally
And
is.
sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect, but one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
So far, so good.
It's the wrong
A
Disney
classic
movie, but
tale.
whatever.
What happened after that?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script. We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions.
Maybe I'll do a little
on which
singing
direction
tonight.
to take it in.
On
We
stream.
still haven't decided between a happy ending or
I mean,
a true-to-life
like a
tragedy.
music stream.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just
Yeah.
hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their emotional stake in this.
It's true.
Not just our own.
It's very wise.
And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from two of our main actors.
Oh, really?
The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from
This is
him.
a beautiful song.
The other
there.
is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard.
Ouch.
He did write to us, promising that
Are we
he'll be
gonna
there
go
for the
track him
final
down?
performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since.
Huh. Although, now that we have Miss Furina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
It's the new manager of fine dining,
Maybe
Tunahan.
unaware,
He's
but
famous, you
Her
know.
name has always been like a rallying
They
cry
see him
for
around the
us.
streets.
Our director was constantly
And he's quite
singing
hard to
praises.
meet. He's the
All of us look up
Tunahan.
to you as a role model.
Tunahan.
Oh, stop.
He'll help you cook your
You're
meat,
making me all
even though he's got no
frustrated.
feet. He's the Tunahan.
Oh,
He's the
not in a
Tunahan.
bad way.
What up, dude? Happy weekend. You staying up late? Whatever. You can afford a little bit of relaxation before your first shift on Tuesday, I think you said. Congratulations.
I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed.
Rally the troops.
Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Let's go find him. All those people died in Poisson.
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show.
Maybe.
So, allons-y. To Poisson!
Poisson. That means seafood in French, I believe. What a silly name for a town.
Are you gonna go visit your friend in seafood?
Hey, yo. He lives in Germany, but he's never ever mean. He's a ton of hand.
He's a ton of hand.
Why am I being so goofy today, huh? I don't know. Usual Vita shenanigans.
Hello? Are you done grieving over everybody's death? Are you ready to go into an acting show now? Hello?
There's another beautiful little piano ballad here. Radish. My cabbages!
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Knock knock.
Who is it?
There he
It's
is.
me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
Alright. Forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
I have a feeling he's not going to be happy about
Fine.
that.
Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Sounds logical.
Someone told me they just
No
seen you in
view!
Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are. And
Navio.
Furina, too.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
Oh, you've done enough.
Must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do.
Very true.
And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Very true.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done, which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina.
Yikes. Don't you know what she was doing? I guess not everybody knows the full story, but she was playing the role of the almighty powerful Hydro Archon to fulfill a prophecy, which eventually did end up saving Fontaine. She's literally acting for 500 years in constant turmoil and sadness and grief. I think people need to chill the frick out!
It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right.
Oh, she's our friend? That's nice. She unwinds. That's nice. Let's look at the Ute football game real quick. They are not happy.
I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her.
They lost. Damn.
It's always easiest to just
Close.
run away from your problems.
Close.
But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
That's also true.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still,
You were
I
brave.
felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept.
Yeah, some people are smart enough to not believe the lie.
Yeah, I can tell people are watching me.
Chill out, people. She saved the whole
I'm sure some
area.
people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
Me too.
What do you mean by that? You expected me to just keep running and hiding from my responsibility forever?
Look, there seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rosula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
People are pissed. The mob.
Don't you steal my wheat and cabbages. You hear me? You go find your own cabbages.
My cabbages. Go up that ship. Oh, no treasure in here, right? No, not anywhere nearby anyway. I collected it. I made a video of it. I think. Yeah, I did. I did.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing...
Nah, you're good. Don't you worry
We
about it.
don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't...
Yikes.
As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another. People were taken.
Yikers.
They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true.
It all worked out in
But
the
then
end.
the floodwaters finally came. And the Hydro Archon did nothing.
Not
You
nothing.
shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing
Yeah.
your duty.
Yeah.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth.
Yikes.
Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals.
And
such as
you.
yourself.
And
Everyone
you.
rose to their responsibilities. And I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed.
Yikes.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it
Yeah,
that
think
way.
of it as your reward.
A reward?
Now you can speak your heart.
I guess so. And back then, I didn't even dare to
Listen to
dream
your
about having
heart
someone to
when
confide
it's
in.
calling
I was
for
scared of someone
you.
recognizing me for who I truly was.
I don't
And
know
exposing
where
the
I'm
secret I
going,
swore to protect.
and I don't know
Believe in the
why.
Furina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about that's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
She's a good actor.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try
Does it
to
feel
do the
better?
same. I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. At least the choice is in my hands.
I
It's about time to head
empathize with
back.
you,
Paulo should
Furina.
have finished the ending by now.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
I empathize. For sure. In moments of tragedy, there is a little bit of a release amongst the sadness, but also opportunity to figure out what is you're going to do with your life. I empathize a little bit. Pretty music.
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips, you know?
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Anyway,
She friggin'
my
glutton.
character doesn't need to be slim and good-looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've
Hey,
spent my
right,
whole
sir.
life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
What up, brother?
Oh no, looks like they're arguing
How's the
again.
Call of Duty? You having fun? You killing zombies?
We're back.
Prestige ranks?
Differences aside for a moment.
Kill-death ratio?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great. So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least.
Calling him a tubby.
So now
That's
he's
not very
playing the
nice.
boar instead.
The boar.
Sorry.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
For PTSD
It's the
for
most important line in the whole
Furina.
script.
Poor
I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troop is like your home.
All assault rifles gold. Woohoo! So what happens when that? I've never played Call of Duty before. What happens when you upgrade the assault? Does that improve their damage, or is it just a skin? Probably just a skin, right? I feel like that would be unfair for newer players. Means you getting a bunch of kills with assault rifles, yeah? Or you have high accuracy or something. Poggers! Good job, right, so? Sounds like you're enjoying your weekend.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore. I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various
That is
medicines.
messed up.
It was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a... She
That
took
is
me
messed
under
up.
her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up.
Nice dead director.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the
Child of a murderer? What the
parents weren't
frick is
around when
up
I
with
was
these
little.
families?
The other kids were always picking fights with me.
Jesus.
They'd say things like, "Come on." One day, I got beaten up so bad that
Ran
I just
away.
couldn't take.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
It's a skin, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, right?
For the first time in my life, I was somewhere. I
Shows
felt
that you're a
safe.
pro.
And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Furina.
Furina? The Furina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
Even so, this is just...
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I'm starstruck.
Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human against the
The
wishes
Little
of her
Mermaid
family.
ripoff.
She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid. Plants and flowers are withering. And the people begin to panic. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
That's kind of cool.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
I like it.
Water as a conscious entity.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret. The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away.
She's a witch!
And faces the greatest dilemma
She's
of her
a
life.
witch!
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover and the rest of humanity.
That's a sad ending.
But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love.
It's a sad
One
ending.
that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible.
What? That's depressing.
What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
No.
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death. Both arbitrary and meaningless.
Jeez.
On the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us
people all depressed, man.
Blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but we looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her.
She was already dissolved.
The director was the kindest soul in the world. Yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
But
sounds like some sort of Holocaust
told you
play
to leave
or
the
something.
city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me.
It's not a competition, man. These guys are all depressed as hell.
Speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with Aureli.
What? You kept that one quiet.
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other.
Damn!
Well, I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she'd never considered us as potential romantic partners. Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life.
Sheesh!
You know, that day will never come.
This is sad.
Paulo. So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by Aureli.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Villemont once and for all. Face
to face.
We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything.
Uh-oh.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Villemont.
He even sounds like a villain.
To face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y.
Allons-y. Dun, 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 dun. This life, just like light trickling of a song. Sad, sad, sad. Nothing I need to do right now, I don't think. Yay! Oh, we can probably upgrade Furina's talents a bit. She uses Justice. Friday, Tuesday, Sunday. Regular attacks probably don't need to level those up, but I'm going to. This is her skill, which does damage based on her max HP. I see, so you really do want to boost up her HP. So we maybe don't want a Hydro Goblet, maybe we want an HP Goblet. We can test the differences. It's not a big deal. Wouldn't be hard to find one of those. Let the people rejoice. Skill damage, fanfare to damage, increase conversion ratio. Okay. So it looks like her skill is going to be the most important one to level up. Endless Waltz. When the active character in your party receives healing, if the source of healing is not Furina herself, the healing overflows. Furina will heal by nearby party members. Nice. Every 100 points of Furina's max HP can buff the different salon in the following ways. Oh yeah, and you want to get it up to 40,000 HP. So maybe we do actually want triple HP artifacts. Seems like maybe yes. Okay. 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 Villemont.
This is tough going. Delphi.
What is he saying? Uh-oh.
As if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour.
Excuse me.
Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Furina in a fight before.
Because I use my minions.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into indemnitium. Miss Furina said so herself.
Precisely. And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway.
Not all of it. You have friends.
As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
Travelers doesn't
so
believe.
smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie indeed. Alas, I am forced to watch on helplessly as a more brave and seasoned adventurer than I swoops in to save the day.
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Furina.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
Piece of cake. I mean, it is.
I see everything.
To be fair. Yeah, piece of cake.
Be still.
Bloom damage.
Grow.
More.
Make yourselves at home.
More slime.
Everyone hold
Wish I had Linny right now, but it's okay.
Kamisato up.
Sweet.
Hold the line.
Cascade.
Sweet.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Not the ideal party for this fight.
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Amen. Coffee's strong at the Cafe du Monde.
Huh? Oh,
Donuts are too hot to touch.
What's Lady Furina doing here?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
Whole sequence is explained.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone?
Yeah.
I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show.
Is it an unpleasant
if I open
truth?
this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Villemont, avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Villemont. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything. For the Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already,
Shade.
the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire. So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances. It seemed like a win-win.
Yeah.
So, I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized the drink in question was synth.
No, you can't be giving people drugs.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
Yeah, significant harm to the body.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration. The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages. I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe, and it wasn't my fault.
Oh, so she sacrificed herself, in other words, and got turned
Things
into
only got worse from there.
Water.
The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told us all to leave. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything.
It's not really your fault, though. You didn't know that they were giving people drugs.
Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it. Happy now?
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean you were afraid? This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her. How could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show.
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe. But I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back in my life.
So get out of my sight. Go, get lost.
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you. Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
You're right.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other.
Quite a wise
If you really hate
Furina here.
And can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director Aurelie and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again.
Aww.
If she'd seen Paulo and Villemont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a...
What you said,
I'm truly sorry. I really...
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
What are we gonna
Clearly,
do about
everyone
it?
needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The end of the story needs to focus back on Aurelie herself. She's the true star of the show.
Maybe we can find more about her fate.
What do you mean?
There might be
The
some
Traveler is right. You once
investigation.
investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims.
Yeah.
If you could find anything that Aurelie left behind, perhaps we can...
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the end.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you.
Snooping. Not really investigating, more like
Sneaking.
we gonna see Nouvillette? Probably not. It'd be cool if we did, though. Nouvillette, Monsieur Nouvillette. I wonder if these guys have anything new to say in this area now that we're... Oh, worked a quest with this guy. Oh yeah, see? There is some new stuff. Conche Madeleine. Eon. What is the meaning of work? Really? Yikes, sounds like you need a new job, my man. Sounds like Eon needs a new job. Records department.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case?
Yes.
Still, since you were the ones who discovered...
Yash.
So, this is all Aurelie left behind. Just whatever she was carrying on her
Tattered
person.
old notebook.
It's full of script lines and sketches.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something.
Oh, here we go.
To whoever discovers this diary. Let's see.
This should have already been
Looks
shared
like
with
she
the
kept a detailed record of her captor's actions.
troop.
She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vachey's guilt.
Vachey took so many lives.
I guess Aurelie must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off.
Something wrong?
Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line.
No more strength.
Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Uh-oh. Someone else was taken. That makes 6, or perhaps the 7th. Someone tried to escape yesterday but was caught. She hasn't been since seen. Was that yesterday? Maybe not. Woo! Whew. Oop, I'm dying. I think I have a fever. If anyone sees this, troop, safe, I, them, important, please, farewell, apologize, life, perform, future, regret, excuse my cough, having some sort of allergic reaction. Silly me. Sad. Sad.
She was so terrified.
Trying not to die here.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day,
Where's the epinephrine when you need it?
Human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is that truly what you want? Because I am older sister to them. I love them. Was she never was she actually an Oceanid? Or is she talking to Furina?
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this still what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanic?
Because I am an older sister to them.
She was an Oceanid.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision.
Maybe? Well, I mean, yeah, she was.
Even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troupe would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love, and she truly deserved it. Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director O'Reilly's final thoughts.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still...
She did her best to protect as many people as possible. Even if we know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now, I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance, to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show...
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human emotions love, hate, regret, and hope just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Furina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer.
I need a Genshin lore master here.
Details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine?
No, though that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you? I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on. We'll need to get the go-ahead from Neuvillette. I know just where to find him. Look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
You were just
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult. The story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But when in the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom. But I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life.
We forgive you, Furina. He spent like a long time trying to figure out the human condition.
Now that you've regained some confidence,
yeah.
Any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Man, the music in this game is good. Holy moly.
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role.
Well, give her some time, buddy.
It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or
Give her
perform
some
in any
time.
role ever again. No exceptions, nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage.
I have a feeling that the lead actress is going to get sick and Furina's going to have to step in. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Nervalet.
Thank you. Arigato, Nubiletto-san, senpai.
He's a god. I don't know how you would...
Many people were once enthralled by Lady Furina's performances, myself included. I hope that one day she'll be able to understand that our appreciation was always sincere.
That's very sweet. Da-na-na. The next region is the fire region, by the way. Ooh, boy, it's gonna get spicy. Okay, we got the Opera Epic class. Back to the troupe. There's gonna be something bad that happens here. There has to be. This can't be all sunshine and rainbows. So, what is going to happen? Are you gonna be performing? I bet she is, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I might be.
Good news, everyone. It's done. The Opera Epiclese is booked.
Hola, TCA. Hello.
Thanks to my eloquent and
welcome to the stream
speech,
today.
Monsieur
Hello.
was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance.
So don't screw it up.
A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
Let's go.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiumali and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation?
You don't have to be so surprised, Paimon.
You two aren't trying to kill each other? Yay!
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing. Even though Furina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all.
Jeez, Paimon, chill, dude. Chill,
Please feel
Paimon.
free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Oh, is it a musical? Furina's going, get in position. Chop, chop. Some cute little screenshots.
That cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
Oh, they're going straight to the performance.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, O little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Oh.
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage.
She's sick, huh?
Why?
I think I was right.
Have to be now.
I think I was right. I think she's gonna...
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time.
Oh boy, I was
I
right.
thought they cure it.
Furina's coming
So
in.
You were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Miss Furina? I'd like to make a request of you.
Oh
Say
boy.
no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale.
Yo!
From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that,
Thank you, Miss Furina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
I knew it.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep.
Cutscene, cutscene.
No one likes regrets, myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
It's very sweet.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
Let's go. Cutscene, cutscene. Oh, shiz, here we go, boys. This is gonna, I might cry a little bit. Okay, okay, it's just a game.
Is she here yet?
Will she get here?
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
She's here.
Yo.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il
Yo.
plus beau? Pardonneras-tu aux chères mères? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies et la cité elle nourrit.
Wow.
Ainsi que toi, mon doux amour.
I don't even want to talk. It's so pretty.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
Genshin, you never fail with your
If you become
cutscenes,
human,
man.
You can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Le grand amour ne suffit pas, seul un adieu fleurira. C'est notre histoire de vie, douce et amère.
Unbelievable.
Je suis
It's
seule,
beautiful.
toujours là, à voir le monde et sa beauté. Et ça ne changera jamais, jamais.
Until the end of time. Goodbye. Revision. And she gone. But she saved everyone. Wow, that was incredible. Lovely. Really, really lovely. Genshin cutscenes are so good. It's too bad they take like 40 gigs every patch. Oof, poor mobile users. That was awesome.
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Furina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere?
Sure was.
Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
And
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's
oh, it
just
was
a
the
doppelganger.
director. It's the director, right?
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognize
Oh,
me.
they recognize you,
It's too
alright.
bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on!
Yeah! Oh, so it was Furina after all.
She's back!
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yeah.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
You might have to sign some autographs.
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
Your vision.
Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, that. I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Crazy!
What's the hurry?
That was pretty sweet.
I thought Cleo's actress sang very well. Why did they swap her out at the end?
I don't know. Maybe that's just how it was scripted.
No, she was sick. No.
Did anyone see where Miss Furina went? Oh, I want to...
I wasn't expecting such an incredible performance from an amateur troupe. They didn't seem out of place on the big stage at all.
Yeah! Their technique could use some polish, but...
What a surprise! Seeing Miss Furina on the stage? This ticket was money well
Skiing
spent.
up.
Yeah, I agree. Say.
He was in a lot of the quests. Makes sense, though. They can reuse voice actors. That cutscene was really, really, really good. Oh man, it kind of outrageous. I'm gonna have to watch that over again once I finish the stream. It was really pretty. And she got her vision. So, okay. Maybe she had it inside her all along, like the little Oceanid, but what the heck is the lore behind that? if you're a Hydro Archon and you're the one who's normally doling out the visions, but she's no longer the Hydro Archon. So did Nouvelette somehow bestow that upon her, or did she find it in her own power to give herself a vision? I don't know. I don't know. Also, now that here's another lore question: since the Hydro Archon is gone, are there any more? Are there going to be any more new Hydro users in the future to be born? It seems like maybe we just got like a little bit of like a peek at how visions are created through some sort of emotional or transformation or breakthrough, or I don't know. There's more to that than meets the eye, in my opinion. It's pretty cool. We've never seen a vision be created before, I don't think. Have we? Not sure. I have to think back. It's been a long time the game's been out. Are you alive, Miss Actress? Did you die? I hope not. Oh, looks like she's okay.
Ah, you're back.
Lua.
She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication.
That's good.
How did the performance go? Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
I think so.
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic. Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Furina was on the stage. You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning.
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through
No,
to the end.
no, you're sick.
No, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Yeah.
Well, one way or another, I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each
I was
other.
thinking the same thing. Little romance?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
Okay, that definitely seems like a romance then. Paimon's like, frickin' hell.
Any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want to. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
Especially if the leading lady has some terminal illness, and in lieu of the death of their previous director.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
You should still license out the play, though. Could use the money. Or maybe they don't want it to do that.
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Furina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You fallen for Furina?
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Furina? Any future plans?
This I'm curious myself.
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally acquiesce.
Very nice word.
You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. what I meant to say is that this
She's going back to the stage. Let's go.
Nervillette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself.
That's right.
So, maybe the show will go on for me after
Whatever
all.
feels right.
Yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth.
Good news, you have your account back. Congratulations, Ethan! Yay, yay!
But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future.
There you go, that's good.
I'm sure this is what captivated director
Keep it secret, keep it safe, like the ring from Sauron. I'm almost done with Lord of the Rings. They destroyed the ring. I read almost the whole trilogy, but there's still a lot more to the book.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
I would like to come with you next time.
If a vision is a gift from the gods,
Go on to a guest and sign in. Smart. Smart, Ethan.
then I should do my best to honor it.
How did she get the 60 primos? How did she get her vision? I'm really curious about that.
I'm just finishing packing up. As soon as I'm done, I've got an interview with. Thanks to all your help. But most of all,
You're welcome.
Now that the buzz is worn off,
Feel ready to pass out. There is a bit of a performer's high after you perform on a good show. There really is quite a euphoric feeling, for sure.
I mean, of course I have some regrets, but
there'll be plenty of opportunities in the future for us to tell the stories that we want on stage.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands. Is that how humans feel about it as well?
Dun, 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 dun. Charming. This is a really, really awesome cutscene with like a musical at the end of the play that she took part in. Cool. That was really fun. That was really, really fun. Thanks, Ethan, for hanging out with me. I'm glad you got your account back. I'm gonna feed my little kitty. I'm gonna feed my little kitty and think about if I want to do a second stream. It is the weekend, so I could do some more. Maybe I'll play some more Isaac or something. Or something new. Hope you have a great night and a great Sunday. Thank you, TCA, for coming to the stream. Thank you, Reitza, and Tunahan, and Jolly, and Nicole, and Anik. And I miss anybody? Reitza, for sure. You liked. Thank you for the like, my dude. Have a great night if I don't see you later, okay, bud? Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Cool.